Hi everyone, my name is Chris, and I'm a big believer in the idea that the things you consume yourself with, the things you watch, the things you surround yourself with are going to inform your daily life. As such, me being a gigantic nerd and a person that loves cartoons, I'm going to tell you that cartoons have inspired me since the day I was born. And X-Men the Animated Series is no different. I'm going to tell you today that X-Men the Animated Series helped me not be racist, helped me not be prejudiced, helped me not be sexist, helped me not be homophobic. And it did the same thing for you. Let's get into it on this week's Cartoon Inspirations. So to start things off, first of all, I asked a lot of you guys to watch the first 4 episodes of X-Men the Animated Series from the 90s. I told you to watch it on Netflix, but turns out Netflix took it away, so it's all on YouTube. So I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to watch those first, and then come back and watch the video. So with you having done your studying, you don't really need to, but it helps enhance this episode. So if you watch those first couple episodes, you notice there's a strong set of themes. They make a strong push to get you to see that the mutant plight of being different and being persecuted for being different is the same exact thing as being a homosexual or being a minority in a different country. It is crazy to me how strong they push this stuff. And I will say that it's a good thing because I think it taught me as a child to not be a bad person or not judge other people for being different or not being afraid to be different myself. And I'm gonna say again, I think all of you guys learned these same exact lessons.
It's not my fault. I can't help the way I was born.
And a scene that especially stuck with me because it was both ridiculous but also poignant. When Beast is in prison, there's 2 prison guards who are watching him, and they go, "Hey, look at that, the mutant's trying to read," which is stupid because mutants don't really become mutants until they hit puberty most of the time. And so at that point, he would have had a proper education and would have learned how to read before that. So why he's able to read is kind of weird to them. It's really, really dumb on their part. But anyway, they're trying to make an allegory though of what happened when, blacks were brought over to America and we were trying to educate ourselves. And they go, "Look at that, he thinks he's human. He's trying to read like us real people," which the show is trying to tell you that that kind of thinking is stupid and ignorant and they are the bad guys. If you think that way, I'm sorry to say, you are the bad guy. And I think that stuck with all of us growing up. If you are a nerd or love comics and movies and stuff like that, I think there's a really good reason why a lot of us are very accepting and open people, because this show penetrated our thoughts and inspired us to be good, righteous, awesome, forgiving, like just people that want other people around them that are also happy, and it doesn't matter what they look like.
We don't want you lousy mutants around here! Get out of my place! We don't want your kind around here!
Think about the nuances and the beliefs of Martin Luther King. We're gonna call him Professor X. And then the beliefs and the motivations of Malcolm X. We're gonna call him Magneto. Those 2 people have very stark differences, but they fall right in line. Very, very, very strongly in line with the beliefs of everyday society. Either you can find peace and comfort through peaceful demonstrations, through diplomacy, or you can take what you want by any means necessary. Like, they're not gonna give it to us. They don't look at us as brothers, they look at us as creatures. They're gonna treat us as such, and we can't bow down constantly. That is exactly what this show is all about, and the first couple of episodes, they really, really show that to us.
They don't seem to share your sense of brotherhood. They only fight because they fear us. Because they don't yet understand. They do understand. Our mutant powers make us superior.
Repeatedly, the characters tell us that people fear what they don't understand. The first 2 episodes alone, that thing has pushed us over and over and over again. And it's true. If you don't understand something, you're scared of it. You're like, okay, I don't know why that thing is different, or why that thing is stronger than me, or why that thing is better than me. And so rather than understanding it, I'm going to hate it because it's easier to hate than to understand. If you have to educate yourself, that takes work. Sometimes you don't want to work. Sometimes you just want to blindly be like, you know what? That thing's weird. It's gross. Get away. Yeah. But it happens to all of us on a regular basis in our lives. And X-Men showed us that while we can't shoot lasers from our eyes, while we can't pop claws out of our freaking hands, we can still do amazing things with the abilities we've been given. The differences that we have make us awesome. We have to be willing to stand out and be real.
Those who oppose me are traitors to mutant kind. I will show him no mercy.
Even further, this show teaches us that the world is not simply black and white. There are variations to everything, including good and evil. Magneto wasn't necessarily an evil creature. He was not evil at all. He just wanted to freaking see a means to an end. He wanted to save his people, and he wanted to see mutants stand on top where he thinks they belong, because they had been shot on for his entire life. He lived a life where he was persecuted. If you know his history, Magneto's technically a survivor of the Holocaust, so I can see why he doesn't believe that peace is a good way to solve things, because being peaceful only gets people entrapped. So he wants to fight and take it back by force and show them that this will never happen again. He will never see another of his people be persecuted. He refuses.
I know how you feel about it, Wolverine, but...
And the number one thing that X-Men taught us was do not tell Wolverine where to go. Because he will remind you,
I go where I wanna go.
Over and over and over again for like 4 episodes in a row. Like he just keeps like, I think that's trying to be his catchphrase of like, I go where I wanna go, but nobody really took it seriously because it's not that menacing of being like, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna go over there because I wanna go over there. All right, bye guys.
I am a mutant. Hath not a mutant senses, affections, fed with the same food, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a human is? If you prick us, do we not bleed?
X-Men taught me so many awesome lessons about life and things I didn't even know were coming my way. And again, I think it ingrained itself in my very being, because I've always been a giving and supportive and loving person. I've always been a person that will not judge you for being you.
But then why do people hate us?
People fear what they do not understand.
But guess what you learn from this show? You learn to treat people as if they are not different. Yes, we have people who are different every single day, but if you put us all on the same playing field, we can all be happy, and we can all contribute, and we can all be awesome together. X-Men inspired me to believe that, and I'll carry it out every single day, and I'll say it again. It did the same thing for you. If you were inspired by this episode, please give it a like and do me a favor and share it around all you can. I want to make this into a bigger thing than what it is. Also, guys, I want to know, of course, what did X-Men teach you growing up? Or what lessons did you learn from this show? And what other cartoons inspired you? I might make that into a future episode. Let's get into it. And thanks a lot. Remember, use teleport.